What's up, everybody? The Rogue in Disguise North American community contributor for World of Warships Blitz, and today I'm coming out with a review about the Puerto Rico, a Tier 10 American heavy cruiser, premium, of course. It's going to be coming out later this week, and so if you're just tuning in, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom left, right there. You know where it's at. You can catch future videos like this because I typically get the boats before anybody else does. So let's take a quick look at the stats of this boat here. So it's a Puerto Rico class heavy cruiser built in 1949. It's got 32,000 tons of displacement. Its length is 268 meters. Its width is 28.5 meters, and it's got 200,000 horsepower to push it through the waters. Let's talk about the in-game survivability. Its ship hit points are 49,329 hit points, which isn't too bad. It's got 12.5% citadel protection, but if you get hit by a Kerberfaust at tier 10, which I did play 10 games with this boat before I made this video, if you get hit by a Kerberfaust, your health bar is going to go down pretty significantly. Fire and flooding resistance at 25%, so it's going to be pretty hard to get you on fire on that one. Damage reduction is at 12%. Torpedo damage reduction is at 14.31%. Let's talk about the maneuverability. Its max speed is at 32.79 knots. This is after modification of the boat, and I did play 10 games on this boat, as I mentioned before. Its time to full speed after I've done everything is at 17.98 seconds. Max traverse speed on the boat is 5.60 degrees per second. Time to turn is 10.96 seconds. Even with propulsion modification number 2 on there, it seems to be a little sluggish around the turns. And even having rudder modification on there as well, it's a little sluggish around the turns, and it takes a little bit to get up to speed. This is a boat that you probably do not want to be aggressive because, as we talk about the main guns, they're 305mm L/50 Mk8s and a 4x3 facet with a 13-second reload time. After modification with the equipment on everything, I was able to get it up to 14.58 kilometers. That's with the historical camouflage. Main battery, high explosive damage is 871. Chance of setting a fire is 9%. Main battery armor piercing damage is 1,331 with a citadel damage rate of 250%. Turret traverse speed is 6 degrees per second. They are sluggishly slow to turn, but they're 305mm guns. Secondary guns are 127mm L/54 Mk41s and an 8x2 facet, so that means 4 on each side. 6 seconds to reload the guns. Max range after modifications is 6 kilometers. Secondary high explosive damage at 387 with a 3% chance of setting a fire on it. Traverse speed is 16 degrees per second. Your anti-aircraft armament is going to be as the following. As your large caliber AE damage is going to be 310 with a 3.74 kilometer range, and again with modification on it. Small caliber AE damage is 416. Small caliber AE range at 1.80 kilometers. Concealment of this boat is what you expected at 10.5 kilometers. So it's pretty noticeable because of its size and everything like that. Dang, you're a battleship. But other than that, it's still a really good boat to play if you don't really rush into it. If you rush into battle with this boat, you're pretty much guaranteed to sink. But play this at a distance and set fires on boat, in which I've got my captain, or excuse me, my commander set up to have inertia fuse high explosive shell. What I did for equipment, or excuse me, what I did for consumables a little bit here, I did use standard warship repairs and warship protection on there. The supplies I went with some improved crew rations, preventative maintenance pack, and I also did refined diesel as well. The equipment, I went with main battery modification number 3, which would reduce the main battery shell dispersion by 7%, which helped out pretty good. Didn't make the traverse speed any better, but hey, it is what it is. Acceleration, I went with propulsion modification number 1, which would increase my acceleration by 20%. Power system modification, survivability is at 20%. I also went with steering gear modification number 2 as part of the equipment as well on this. So I didn't run any boosters on it because it's a premium ship and I really don't need to do that. Let's go check out the Armory. I went with Advanced Gun Director on this one to get that a little bit extra range. I also tried out Elite Gun Operator as well, and between the two of them, I do think the Advanced Gun Advanced Gun Director is probably going to be the preferred one on this one, because I just feel that reach and getting it at 14.58 kilometers is, going to be more beneficial because you can turn the boat to get the guns into position faster than you can turn the guns. So having the range and taking your time, taking it as more of a sniper boat. I tried challenging DDs in this one. A little difficult, not impossible, but you got to keep them at a pretty good good range. The secondaries do help out at the end of the day. Your battle honors for this boat is going to be 2 of them. The first one is going to be playing 10 missions, and you're going to get 2 Ultimate Silver Booster 2s. And you're also going to get 2 Ultimate XP Super Booster 2s and 500k silver for completing the first mission. The second mission, you have to cause 90,000 hit points of damage in 1 battle, and the reward on that one is going to be 6 titanium. Not too bad. A little difficult, but I think it's all right. The historical camouflage goes as following. The ship hit points will be increased by 4%. Your main battery firing range will be increased by 4%. Large caliber AA range will be increased by 4%. Damage, torpedo damage reduction is 6%. Your XP and silver bonuses will be increased by 60%. Details of this boat, you're going to get 3 precise aiming systems number 3, which is going to increase your gun accuracy by 35% for 20 seconds and have a cooldown of 75 seconds. You're also going to get Air Defense Alert 1. It'll increase your large caliber AA damage by 75 and your small caliber AA damage by 75% for 20 seconds. And it'll have a cooldown of 75 seconds, which did come out pretty handy in the end, because with my commander and everything like that, I was able to have 4 charges utilizing the commander, and it worked out really well. And it took down a lot of planes the 10 times I did get to play it before I made this video. Also, you're also going to get Radar 1, and you're going to get 2 charges of that, and it turns on the radar for 10 seconds, detecting all hostile ships within a 7.2 kilometer range, and the cooldown time is going to be 120 seconds on that. 2 minutes. And it's a good handy tool. The one thing I do wish that they kind of hopefully will do later on is probably get one of those elite equipments for this boat, maybe. I don't think it's too bad, but I do think the reload time needs to be a hair faster. 13 seconds is a long time of wait for those 305mm guns to pop off, but then again, it's almost dang near a battleship, so I can understand. Wargaming was rather nice, and still making it a 13-second reload is still not, the worst thing they've done. But I still think overall this boat is going to be okay if it's played correctly. Is it going to be that ultimate, like, Shimakaze, drop 18 torpedoes and win? No. Is it a good cruiser? Depends on how you play it, honestly, in my opinion, because like I said, out of the 10 games that I did play with it, if I pull up my battle records here, I got about a 50% win rate. Lost a few of them, won a few of them, and the points varied anywhere from like 16,000 to just about under 50,000. Or so per match. Well, granted, I'm still new to the boat and still learning it all the way through, and I'll play it more this Thursday if you check out my live stream on Facebook, 5 to 9 West Coast time, for World of Warships Blitz and the tutorial, and when we go over this boat a little bit more. We did cover quite a bit into it, but I think we get more feel of it when we play it on Thursday nights, personally. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, fb.gg/The Rogue in Disguise, or just look up The Rogue in Disguise Gaming on Facebook and you'll find us right there, no problem. Zombie also plays different various games, anywhere ranging from PC to console games as well. So we have a variety of content as well. So check it out. So we'll see you then. All right, until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do twice.